Okay, I don't know what happened there. Hi. My name is Christy. This is my secret YouTube channel, but it's kind of I don't know what's happening right now. But I gained a few subscribers, so that's kind of scary that people are hearing about my life. But today I'm going to be talking about how my breakup almost killed me. um and I would say that this is, almost killed me, no, but it actually did almost kill me. For a little bit of context, I in 2022, my brother passed away to suicide, and my dad passed away when I was younger, around 6. So like I kind of grew up with like a bunch of like, I guess, abandonment issues, especially from men. Something about guys, and I'm really working on it now. But I was listening to this song by Olivia Dean. It's called "Let Alone the One You Love." And the lyrics almost made me cry. But she said, "Thought I was done with this feeling." Oh, and also, I just went through a situationship. Go check out that video. But really thought you could be him. Thought I was safe. You were the warmth that I needed, like a breeze in the evening. And then you changed. You're all the same. I hate to make this conclusion, but from what I've dealt with, it's true that all men are the same. Do I think one day there will possibly be an exception? Yeah, I still have faith. But currently, right now, with all my experiences, I have no faith in men. And it sucks because I don't know. I I dated this guy for 2 whole years. Literally like my best friend. Like, God, if he ever finds this video, I'm screwed. But literally like my best friend. Like, he put me on to anime. He's helped me with so much in my life. I've helped him vice versa, and I literally thought that this is gonna be the man that I'd marry, right? Um, I gave up my V card. Well, I didn't give it up. I shared it with that person. I was deciding if I should say that, but yeah. So he was my first time, but just an amazing, awesome guy. Super cool, really great relationship, butterflies all the way around. I genuinely thought that this was going to be my person. I was so locked in to this being my person, and I loved him. I've never loved anybody in my life like that. And I got a job. This is when we were like living together. I don't recommend living together. I got a job, he had a job, and we were living together. And that's kind of when it all went to. I think it was already, but that's when it like, you know. So basically, he had one day he had just changed, and I could feel it, and I was like, "Are you okay? Like, what's up?" And he had basically told me that day. Well, he didn't tell me that day. He had waited maybe like a few days later. But I was like, you got to tell me this because I need to prepare for the next steps that I need to take, right? You need to either tell me what's up with you because I already in my back of my head, I'm like, he's going to break up with me. He's going to break up with me. So I'm like, I need to figure out what I need to do. Like, if I need to go back home, what I need to do. So he basically tells me, like, I'm not happy. And that he wants to break up. At the time, I was really in my head about everything. So I just accepted everything that he said, right? At the time, I was just accepting it. I was like, okay, what did I do? I had a lot of blame on myself. I put the whole failure of the relationship basically on my shoulders. And I put him to like this high pedestal too, that like I did everything wrong. And it wasn't just me. It was definitely equal parts, but like I just put it in the back of my head at that time that it was all me. So after that, he had basically like, said he wasn't happy, and I moved back with my mom, and it kind of blossomed from there. I'm still texting him. Anytime that we're in contact, it's always because of me. Because I'm the one that texted him, or it's because I'm the one that called his mom, or I'm the one that called his Gma. Anytime that me and him was in communication, it was because I was the first one reaching out. And now that I look back on it, it's so funny because like his family never reached out to me. His mom, his Gma, nobody ever reached out to me, but my family, my mom, my sister, everybody was reaching out to him, seeing how he was doing. And that kind of already told me everything that I needed to know too. It was a very, 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 very painful experience. I wouldn't wish that on nobody, but I definitely needed to go through it. The part where we're getting to like me like wanting to end it was the part where this point in my life, y'all have to understand, I'm working a job. Like my business is doing good, but like I'm still struggling with my business. And the man that I literally thought I was gonna marry one day just basically told me that he is not happy. And I was already going through a lot of mental issues myself. So at this point, I had already had a plan for everything. At this point, I had already like had a plan, and I was already like working it out. And then it's so funny. It would be so funny if the person on Reddit, but like I had posted like a Reddit thing saying like, how do I not do it? Like, how do I not proceed with this? And there was a person on Reddit, I don't know if it was a girl or a guy, but they had texted me and basically was helping me through it and was checking up on me every single day. And honestly, if it wasn't for that person on Reddit, because they were like checking up on me, they were making sure I was cool, I was messed up. And then I finally got the courage. They told me to contact my mom. So I finally got the courage to like contact my mom and tell my mom what was going on within my brain. Because a lot of people don't understand, people who go through like suicidal thoughts and stuff, it's not necessarily something that we can control, right? It's a thought process, right? So it's hard to like get control of that thought when you're such in like a chaotic mind state. It's hard to get control of that thought and turn that thought into a positive thought. So I wasn't doing that. I was constantly thinking of negative thoughts and negative thoughts and negative thoughts, and it got too much for me to handle, to the point where like I got on like medication and stuff. But I don't think he knows that. I don't think my ex knows the severity of like that situation. Nor do I put any blame on him or anything for me wanting to do that. It was kind of like, what had happened was, it was like a ripple. It was like dominoes. It was like, this happened, this happened, this happened. Now this, like, dang, like how much can a girl take? And then it was just like this rejection that I kept having with men, and I think that's why I'm working right now on like the validation, like the outward validation from men and stuff, and like I'm really trying to like I don't do anything um like I don't text back in DMs. Like if you're trying to flirt with me or any type of thing like that, like I don't, because I'm just not trying to entertain it right now. I'm not even trying to give myself the opportunity to entertain it, because like I don't want that right now. I just want to purely focus on myself and getting myself back and not wanting this outside validation from anybody, which I think is 100% possible. But yeah, I'm not gonna put the blame on him at all or anything, but it was just like, dang, like, and then coming from a situation where my brother had already like passed away to suicide too, it was like, dang, my own brother passed away. Like, my own brother didn't even want to be in this world. Like, why should I want to be here too? Like, what's the point of all of this? You know, like, it felt like I was rejected from my brother. So it's just like, rejected from my brother, my dad's gone, and now my boyfriend that I literally thought I was gonna marry is gone too. It's just like, whoop-de-doo. And also, after, oh my gosh, after we had gotten out of the relationship, I had seen him like a whole bunch of like, I can't say too much because if this ever goes viral, people will know who this is. But I seen him like do some just weird things after we had gotten out of our relationship. And I remember I like asked him about, I was like, why are you doing this? Like, you just got out of a relationship. Like, why are you? And then he would be like, why are you worried about what I'm doing? And it's just like, dang, like, why am I worried? Oh, maybe because we were just in a 2-year relationship. Like, and it was not even like 2 weeks after we had broken up, and I seen him like do some really like, it gave like, you wanted this all along, right? It gave that you were waiting for yourself to be free from being in a relationship so that you can go do what you want to do, which is fine. Like, I'm so glad that you did that instead of doing it while we were in the relationship and me having to find out that way. Like, I'm so glad, but it just sucked. It sucked. Not gonna lie and say it felt, no, it sucked. And I literally would talk to him about that. I literally would text this man, even though this man rejected me. I would text this man. I told this man happy birthday. Mind you, my birthday's coming up, and I don't think he really gonna tell me happy birthday. But he's blocked, so he would have to figure out a way how to contact me. But yeah, like, he would just, he's just different now. He's a whole different person, and he changed so quickly. So quickly. Which is why I think that was the person he wanted to be all along, but I was hindering him from being whatever this new version of you is. And that's okay. Looking at the new version of this person, I would have never dated this new version of you. So I'm glad that you ended it with me. But I'm not gonna lie and say it didn't hurt. Because it stung. And then, like, he goes to my same school, so, like, I would see him all the time. It doesn't hurt as much as it did before when I see him. Now when I see him, girl, I don't even pay him, or boy, I don't even pay him the time of day. I don't even look his way. I wouldn't say I try to avoid him. I don't even do that either. I just don't care anymore as much as I used to. I used to care a lot. But now it's just been so much time. But that was something that I never thought that I was going to be able to get through. I never thought that I was going to be able to get through that. I was like, yeah, this is it. But it just takes a little bit of time. But it hurts. I'm not gonna lie and say it doesn't hurt. It's gonna hurt for a while. But yeah, so those lyrics, and then the like yeah, and there's so much more to that relationship too that like I'm just not saying, but there's so much more of like aspects of it. But I'm not gonna say like all my business because I'm scared that like these videos might go freaking viral one day. But just yeah, just hurts. So I don't know. I don't have any advice in this video. This is just like telling how I feel. Just don't date. I genuinely don't think dating is worth it in your 20s, so yeah.